Yo guys, Blinkii here and welcome back to another video. Today I'm bringing you guys 5 free play drills that will benefit your Rocket League. This applies for 1v1, 2v2, 3v3, 4v4 if you're that brave. This can apply to any type of Rocket League, whether you're a freestyler. I think these are all tips that you can utilize in your game which will benefit you. Starting off things really quick here, the first drill I recommend that everyone does is to initially turn off this setting and practice your kickoffs. When you're not practicing kickoffs, I definitely recommend to keep it on because it allows you to have a higher capability to hit the ball more times and have better reaction speed and all of that. You don't have to worry about boost, but I definitely think for this one drill, keep this off. Otherwise it wouldn't work. So you want to work on your kickoffs, whether you're a 1v1, 2v2, 3v3 or a freestyler. These can all benefit. If you're on ones, you need to win kickoffs. Ones is kickoffs at the end of the day. 2v2, you need to win kickoff to give your team possession. 3v3, same as 2v2. And if you're a freestyler, you like putting kickoffs in back left. So you just want to kind of just practice these drills. Even me myself, I do mess up all the time. You just want to just keep practicing. Hit the ball, reset. I mess up my kickoffs quite a lot, as you can see. Haven't warmed up today at all. Literally just jumped on to record this video. Yeah, you just want to keep doing this. It will hugely benefit. I probably spent about 3 years playing this game without ever having a good kickoff. I came in Freeplay for about 10 minutes, done this, and my kickoffs were instantly better. This doesn't mean you're not going to take it like mine. I always played at a high level, so I was used to having an average kickoff, but my kickoffs really started improving when I started doing this. So you want to keep practicing. You want to really practice until you don't get it wrong. That's my best tip for you guys. If you're struggling, there's some really good tutorials out there. I think Fairy Peak has a really good tutorial, kickoff tutorial. Scrub Killer, Cronovi, Squishy Muffins, they will have really great kickoff tutorials, and they will definitely benefit your gameplay. Next drill I have for you guys is another similar related one in terms of boost and the settings you have. This drill is quite straightforward. All you have to do really is utilize the walls. You just want to go around the map, hitting the ball against the wall, bouncing once, and you want to get to the ball as quick as possible, hit it against the wall, let it bounce. You want to try and go in order, hit against that wall, then you want to hit against that wall. Just continue the process, and eventually you'll get into the habit of being able to understand where the ball is going to go. When it does roll up like this, you want to just kind of try and get a double tap on the next ball. This will definitely benefit your gameplay. As you can see, this can be done in a lot easier with unlimited boost. You don't have to worry about picking up boost pads as you saw me doing there. I completely missed the ball there. So you want to start off like this, and you just want to hit against the wall, and you want to go around, and this will work on your reaction speed, your timing, your reading of the game, your booms, your hits. There's a lot it will work on. In times where you do mess up, you want to get to that wall as quick as possible and try get underneath it and hit it. This is a very good tip I can give you guys, simply because it is very important in any game mode, especially if you're looking to improve. 1v1 it's really handy because a lot of the time when you're in free play, people will be practicing things just to work on the mechanics. That's really what you want to do. You want to just ball chase, and I'm pretty sure Flump made a really good video, or Flume made a really good video about this as well. He said you want to kind of just in free play, be like a monkey, just kind of chase the ball around, hit it against the wall. Even if the ball goes for an aerial, just try and hit it down, let it bounce once. As you can see, it's bounced once, get it again, bounce once, get it again. It's just something that will come natural to you guys, and it will really improve your gameplay. And not too much in sense of reading the game and understanding the opponents, but just your mechanical side of it. It'll make you improve a bit. So yeah, that's my second tip. Moving on to the next one. My third tip, guys, is agility practice. You want to practice on getting around the map as quick as you can. Whenever you come into training or free play, I highly recommend that you spend the first 5-10 minutes of your day playing Rocket League doing this, going around the map. The first tip I can give you guys is just go around the map. Just try and get fluent, get understanding, because it definitely can affect your gameplay if you're not on today. So you want to get practice. This is the first thing, just driving around the map. Got to make sure you're going across all boost pads. The second one I can give you is drifting. You see this circle here? You want to try and get a fluent drift within these circles here. So either that one, this one. So I'll try and show you guys. You want to try and drift around. It's actually a lot more difficult, but I've practiced quite a lot. That's why I may seem a lot better than if you were to go in this. It may seem like a useless mechanic, but there are a lot of times where you hold your drift, and as you can see, I'm drifting under the ball right now. It can really benefit the way you see the game, and I think it's just car control. Having car control and the muscle memory to do that just makes you feel so much more ahead of your gameplay. And it's just a tip I can give you guys. Another one I will give you guys is to practice agility wise wave dashes. So you can do this with boost on or off. You want to practice your wave dashes, chaining them. If you don't know how to do a wave dash, then you probably shouldn't be clicking on this video. I think there's better videos you can look at, because that will help you improve faster. But as you can see, you just want to practice your wave dashes. Wave dashes will completely benefit. There'll be times where you're coming out the goal like this, you've got no boost, and you just want to, and look how quick I've got to the other side. You can, wave dashes are limitless. You can use them on the wall. You can, get a half flip then into a wave dash. There's so much you can do with wave dashes. It's literally endless. You can take up on the wall. You can go for a chain. You can chain it. You can jump off the wall like this. Get a wave dash on the wall. There's so much you can really do. You can use a wave dash to shoot the ball. If I'm here, you can use a wave dash and it will put you in the same position and keep you supersonic. You can wave dash backwards. There's a lot you can do really with the ball and with wave dashes. So definitely I recommend utilizing wave dashes a lot in your gameplay. You want to get into the habit of understanding the muscle memory of what it takes to wave dash, and yeah, it will definitely benefit your gameplay. The fourth tip I have for you guys is quite an unusual one, and you probably wouldn't expect it. This is mainly for the 1v1 players out there. However, this does apply for anything, like I said at the start, and this is completely all about recovery. You want to utilize recovery as much as you can in your gameplay. I'm going to split this drill into 3 parts. One with offensive recovery, second with defensive recovery, and third with if you make a mistake and recovery after a mistake. So let's get straight into defensive recovery. Let's say for example you're defending here, you shadow defense. You want to get into a habit of jumping on the wall. That was terrible, sorry guys. Jumping on the wall and jumping off like that. That's a lot quicker, and it can also fake out your opponent as opposed to, well, I wouldn't do it if you're moving slow. If you're going quite fast, just like that. And I use it as a defensive recovery because once you jump off the wall like this, I can chain my wave dashes really quick. That's just me. I'm quite a mechanical player. You can use this anywhere really. That's the first defensive tip. I do have another defensive tip, which would be when you're going on the wall like this as well. You want to jump and turn. This may seem like quite an easy tip and quite straightforward, but trust me, it will benefit your gameplay. Another defensive tip I have for you guys is when you're defending here, sometimes the ball will come over here. So let me give you an example. I haven't even touched the ball yet. Let's say the ball is coming around the wall. Let's say the opponent's taking it up like this and he's ready to do a dish or a shot like that. I'll try and give it a bit lower to give you guys an example. So let's say the opponent just taps it there. He's got a shot like that. What you can do to defend that, you can actually, instead of waiting down here, and let me use all my boosts real quick. Let's say you have 11 boosts. Instead of waiting down here, try and get the boost. You can reach the crossbar with less than 12 boosts. I'm pretty sure with like 5 boosts. If you come up the wall like this, you will get a clear off the ball. You can get a clear and you get a flip. So that's just the tip I'll give you guys. You can literally come up here like this and hit the ball away, and you still get a flip to recover. So that's my second defensive tip. My first defensive tip is when the ball's going like that, you want to do this. Jump on the wall like that. And as you can see, I'm already off for the ball. This is, you can use that in any situation. You can use it when really falling off the ball. You can land in front of the ball. It works also in the corner like this. It's a really handy tip. And another great example would be if you're taking it back to your goal. I mean, this can be defensive and offensive, but let's say I'm here like this. I can take it past my opponent who just got sucked in, and that's a goal. Another tip I have is when you're trying to beat the opponent to the ball, you can jump up here like this. He's gone for the boost back there, and you've got an open shot. Yeah, this is a very good tip. Not a lot of players do it. It doesn't take a lot of practice. It doesn't at all. It just takes a bit of timing and understanding of where your opponent is. My second offensive tip would be, let's say you've just finished a kickoff. So let's say I've won the kickoff. The ball's kind of, I've got a limit boost. 1 second. Sorry guys. Just won the kickoff. You're about 16 boost. The ball's gone over there. You're both going to be charging for this. Every time you go to a boost pad and the opponent's near, this doesn't just apply for kickoffs. You want to double jump over, but into the boost. So make sure you're facing in line with the boost. Don't jump like that because you'll miss it. You want to just jump. 1 jump is enough because then you can catch a wave dash. This is really handy because even though you can't really practice the opponent being there, you can practice jumping like that onto the wall. You can just practice your you know, your muscle memory to how much boost you need. So for example here, trying to get up on the wall, but I've got the boost, and you know, I'm already in position for the boost still. This just helps you because if your opponent's near you, you know, he's going to want for that. You're going to go going for the same boost. You know, you're going to want to get that demo really quick. So you jump over, you've dodged the demo. And this also applies for the last tip. If you're going over it, let's say the ball's in the corner over here, boost can pop up in a second. So you can somehow manage to, I've seen a player do it, and I've seen many players do it. You can somehow manage to, you know, get your boost still and cheat the ball down like that. It can really work out in your favor. Moving on to the third part, this is the mistakes recovery. This is the first tip I have for you guys. You want to practice, just, you know, don't go out your way to practice this, try and utilize it. Let's say you're going up for a ball, you've missed the aerial, you want to get on the habit of getting to the ceiling straight after you've missed the ceiling shot, and just using your double jump to jump down. And this doesn't just apply for the ceiling, this applies here. If your car is upside down and you press X, the momentum will take you down. This applies for coming off the wall. You know, that was a terrible example. This, you know, coming off the wall, coming off the goalpost, you know, you can get down much quicker. The second tip I have for you guys is for an aerial. So let's say the ball's gone up for an aerial, let's roll it up there, let it come down. Once you've missed the ball, you want to turn your car and boost down. You want to get into the habit of being able to save some boost, and you know, if you've messed up, boost down straight away. You want to get into the habit, and it will really benefit you as a player, and your recovery will definitely improve. Same for this, you know, I'm boosting down right now. I missed the shot unfortunately, but where I've boosted down straight after the shot, it works out in my favour. This also can apply for saves and things like that. Another mistake for recovery I have, for example, is when you're taking the shots. Let's say you've got a dribble going. Let's say you've got a dribble going over here. When you take a shot, you want to make sure, if you're flipping to hit the ball, try your best to flip us down the floor. You can get a really good power shot without leaving the floor. If I show you guys right now, you know, you can get a really good power shot. I'll give you another example, and you can see my car's still on the floor. So this is a tip just for, you know, in terms of making sure your positioning is, if it's not the best and you go for a power shot, you know, I'll put the ball over there and I haven't left the ground, as opposed to some players who might do this and look, you're bouncing everywhere and your landing's awful. It really isn't a good play. You don't want to get into the habit of doing that. I know quite a lot of players who end up having, you know, that habit of just jumping up and flicking, because you can get a really good powerful. So you want to practice just powerful hits without leaving the ground. You know, that was a bad example, but yeah, you get the idea. Moving on to the fifth and final tip I have for you guys in Freeplay would be to not focus on air dribbles. This is quite a straightforward tip, but you see a lot of people who go into Freeplay and they practice their mechanics such as dribbles, air dribbles. You don't want to focus on something individually. If you're really making mistakes and you notice that in your gameplay, then I 100% recommend to go and practice your wave dashes, practice your half flips, practice your mechanics, practice your air dribbles, practice your ceiling shots. But I wouldn't go out of my way. In Freeplay, you want to spend this time completely, I'm talking just the Freeplay arena, spend this time, you know, playing unorthodox. You don't want to have an idea, you don't want to have a plan. You want to have strategies in mind, but you don't want to have a plan. You know, you want to practice certain things, and all the things I've said in this video so far, things you can work on just by playing Freeplay, you know, and playing it naturally. You don't have to go out your way. So as simple as it sounds, just try not to practice too many things. So if you're into the habit of just, you're loading up Freeplay, let's say you're a bronze player or silver player, you know, sorry, maybe not that low. Let's say you're a diamond or champ player. If you get into the habit of just getting the ball here, you know, rolling up the wall, going for you know, let's say you're going for air dribbles, or you're just trying to practice your tricks, things like that, you're not going to improve all round, and that's fine. If you want to do that, that's fine. But these are tips to improve your gameplay. And as a player, I spent quite a lot of time in training because my Wi-Fi wasn't good enough to facilitate. Is that a word? Facilitate. You know, ranked games. I couldn't play ranked, so a lot of time I just spent here, and I wouldn't do this. I did for the first 3 hours of Freeplay, and then after that I just kind of was like, no man, this isn't fun. This is annoying. And I was like, yeah, I'm gonna start practicing other things. So I used to then I started chasing the ball around the map. Every time the ball hit the ball, I'd chase it or try and get to it as quick as I could. Don't let it bounce. You know, I just play really unorthodox. You know, then I start practicing my mechanics while doing that. Like, you can really practice your mechanics and your recoveries and things like that. So that's definitely one of the better tips I have as well. Really hope that you guys enjoyed the video, and I hope I helped some of you guys out. If you have any suggestions of some more videos to do, such as, you know, tips you can do in game, you know, habits to get used to in game, training you know, things like that, drop me in the comments and I'll see what I can do for you guys. Hope you guys have a nice day and see you later.